Okay. And happy Monday. Let's start with a parallel stretch. 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Demi and stretch and the demi and stretch. Grand and the 6 and the 7 and 8. To the bar and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Away from the bar and the 7 and 8. Or roll through your feet. Reverse that to go to your first. Parallel stretch and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Demi and stretch, grand and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Forward and back. Or all through in your first, just stay right there. And that is all we need to get into the mood.
Alex, was the first parallel stretch in second?
Yes, the whole first set is in second position. First, second, then we go to first. Okay, and here we go. And stay in that second, demi. Feel your fingertips. Grand pli, to the bar. And away, 5. A calm roll through. And reverse that roll through. Into the first. Turn it in. Parallel stretch. And 3. Which 2 demis and 1 grand. Quarters. And roll through. And tell you what, why don't we go to the other side? Again, starting with a parallel stretch in second position. quite a Wagnerian conclusion to a Disney tune. Okay. Let's go flat and the toes down and close and the half and the full and the half and the close. Flat and the toes and the back in. Half and the full and the half and come back and flat and the toes down and the close. Half point and full point and half point and close. Inside flex 2 and the 3 and the 4. Outside side 6 and the 7 and the 8. Flat out, toes down, bring it back in, half point, full point, half point, close. Flat, toes, close, half, full, half, close. Flat and the toes and the close. Half and the full and the half and the close. Flex and the half and the full and the plie, flex and the half and the full. Tell you what, let's close in fifth for our wall through in fifth position already. And here we go. Flat and 1. Toes up, toes down. Now close. Now half point, full point, half point, and close. To the side, flat. Your toes, and close. Feel the alignment of your heels. At the same time, and relax when you're ready. Okay, here we go. To the other side, please. And I like all that sneaking in and out going on back there. And here we go. 1. heels forward, close your fifth. And relax when you're ready. Well, okay. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and the eight. Reverse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Front 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Side 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. You're starting it inside back. 2, 3, 4, 1 to the side, 2 inside front, and be done. So it's the same counting scheme. The only difference is we're changing legs with the last set, starting inside front, going outside side and inside back. So your slow tendu is inside front, your faster tendu is outside side, and your two faster ones are inside back, the first. Okay, here we go. And will you feel that floor? Articulate your feet. And make sure all 5 toes stay in contact with the floor. To the back and the 2. Slowly inside front. A little bit quicker to the side, not too fast. Chain side. Close. Now 2 to the back. 8 and 1. And 2. And 3. Same counting scheme. 1 to the side. There we go. 2 inside front and finish. That's it. Okay, good. Here we go. To the other side, please. And 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 and the 8. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6, 7 soutenu. So there's one less in the end. Two front, two inside back, two outside side. Start the same thing inside front. Two inside front, two outside side, two inside back, two outside side, two inside front. That is the end of the phrase before you reverse. So sets of 6 that are rippling through our counts of 8. Front, front, back, back, side, side, inside, front. Outside side, inside, back, outside side, two inside, front. Encore is changing legs from the outside front to back to side, then immediately inside front, side, back, then immediately side and inside front. Your first one to the side never changes. It's always closing to where it came from.
And the 7 is always 1 and not 2.
Say that one more time.
The 7th count is just 1 tendu instead of 2 tendus.
The 7th count is 2 tendus the first time, 7, 8. The second time only 1 in favor of a soutenu to the other side. So you get 2 Z's all the way through, excepting for your very last one to go to the other side. Careful not to get lost in it. And here we go. Notice that. There. Here we go too. Inside front, outside side, inside back, outside side, inside front, reverse and 1. Inside, outside side, inside front. Side 1, back, soutenu 1. Switch to the inside, to the back. And now back. Side. Side. 1. Soutenu. And relax. Alright, let's go. Let's have the same thing with dégagés. What do you say? To give Greg a chance to be good on the first side and Jane to give you a chance to make it through all the way on the second side as well. I'm afraid you're on mute.
Oh, no. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
So front, back, side.
Yes.
Front, side.
Front, back, side, inside, front, outside, side, inside, back. Started to the side, outside, side, inside, front. That is all the time we have.
I think I did that the first time.
Yes, you did.
Definitely not the second time.
It seems to, we seem to assimilate. Usually Greg is the one. The first side, no problem. The second side, both. I think it's kind of you're transferring things to each other. Okay, here we go. There might be more to Zoom than we realize. Okay, with dégagés, Jane, starting on the right. We already did, well, some of us did right and left. Okay, here we go. And 2. A little bit more decisive into your 5th. Better. Other side 1. shoulder to the side, one back and souffle. I'm not quite sure about that one. We'll save it for tomorrow. What do you say? One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. Cheval, 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 cheval. Stretch. One and the two and the three and the four, five and the six and the seven and eight. Passé and flat. Close fifth back. Eight and the seven and six and the five and the four and the three and the two and the one. Three chevals to the side. Three encore. Demi-plie stretch. Eight and the seven and the six and the five and the four and the three and the two and the one. Passé, relevé, close fifth, soutenu, other side. 8 dégagés, 3 chevals to the side, 3 encore front side back, demi-plie stretch. Again, 8 dégagés, passé flat. Reverse the whole thing with passé relevé and soutenu. So careful with these chevals. They continue in our 6 pattern rather than 8. 3 to the side, 3 encore. Okay, and here we go. And one. Close behind, cheval 1, 2, 3, front, side, back. 8, 7. Reverse your arm, close fifth. Passé relevé. Close, and 1, 2, 3. Close fifth, front, 3 chevals and 1 encore. Back side, front. Passé relevé. To the other side. And 1. Close fifth, back. 3 chevals. Front and side and back. 8. Close fifth, front. Passé flat. Oh, passé relevé, rather. Close 1. 3. Back. 8. And just stay where you are. Careful how you let go of the bar. Calm and relax when you are ready.
I was doing 4 instead of 3.
I warned you of that. Of course you did.
Yeah.
One half point. So start half point, now full point. Feel your diagonal for your little doorstop. Demi-plie to coupe to passé. Prepare. Long and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7. Close your fifth. Half point back, full point, doorstop. Doorstop. So that's just from diagonal to side, from diagonal to side. Right there, feel that à la seconde. Coupe. Passé relevé. Prepare. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. I'm not sure if I'm counting that right. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Let me change my mind. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Let's go portable forward. And 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. To the bar. 2 and the 3 and the 4. 1 more quick passé. Half point and full point and side, diagonal side. Demi-plie, coupe to passé. 1 and the 2 and the 3, open back, cambre. 8 and the 7 and 6 and the 5 and the 4 and the 3 and the 2 and the 1. Away from the bar and the 3 and the 4. 1 more quick passé or not, that is up to you. Into your parallel stretch. Plie, half point, full point, side, diagonal side. Plie à la seconde, coupe, passé. 4 counts of a balance. Portable forward. 8 ronds de chance. port de bras to the bar. One more quick passe from fifth. Close fifth, reverse. And here we go. So really feel how that leg is getting longer after your half point. And arm should be up and the half point. Stretch your toes. Feel your side, diagonal side. Demi-plié à la seconde. Coupé. Passe, stay. 4 more counts. Knee back, heel forward into your port de bras and the 5. And the 6. Careful with the shoulders. Your 8 on the shoulders. And the 1. Step à la seconde in demi-plié to go to the bar. Not yet quick. Plié 5th, passe. And the 6. And 7. Close your 5th. Demi half point. Full point. À la seconde. Diagonal and à la seconde. Plié. Coupé, passe. Up to your relevé for 4 counts of a balance. And 1. That's it. Open it to the back. Port de bras. On the go. Careful with the speed of your arm. Port de bras away from the bar for 4 counts. Close 5th, demi-plié, passing. And anticipate where you wish to go next. Yeah, quite careful. Just don't forget there is a port de bras to the bar first, then close 5th and passe in the end. There's no more à la seconde plié. That only happens in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah. But really feel that à la seconde super strong after you went through the diagonal and the side and all of that. When you pick it up, feel both heels pressing forward and a perfect placement of your coupé B for your passe. Here we go. That was plié à la seconde, just saying. 4 more counts and 1 and 2. Into your port de bras and 5. Careful not to drop your arm. No elbows, part of the equation. To the bar with and close in fifth again. Half point back, full point, à la seconde. Diagonal and à la seconde, you should be stretching your knee in between. Plié à la seconde, coupé, passé. 4 counts. Careful there with that knee, don't let it escape you. Up and over back. Away from the bar and 5. Feel these 2 heels forward again. Okay. Encore in the 2 and the 3, plié 4, relevé, tombé, over, step back in the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, again 2 heels forward, relevé, second hand demi plié and stretch, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the plié, relevé, plié and stretch, plié and stretch, plié around, open, close fifth. Back in the side and the front and the side, plié, relevé, à la seconde, tombé, step back, back in the side and the front, plié side, relevé, to demi-plié second and stretch, back in the 2 and the 3 and the 4, plié, relevé, plié second, plié, en dedans, open à la seconde, close fifth, be done.
Alex, the first set, plié, relevé,
Tombé and step back. Tombé side, step back. Correct. Second set, 1 and the 2 and the 3, plié, relevé, plié à la seconde. Stretch. So it's a slightly different ending. Front and the side and the back and the side again, plié à la seconde into tendu. Tendu, plié second. Pirouette en dehors and coupé. Open à la seconde and plié. Close your fifth. Yeah, so that pirouette à la seconde opens to straight leg plié out there, like our temps relevés and flick-flacks do. So it's not an auto demi-plié in second, in case you're wondering. Is that making sense?
Yeah. Let's see.
And it's always your fourth frappe always goes to demi-plié with 2 heels forward. Perfect placement à la seconde. B for your relevé. Okay. And here we go, nice and sharp. Heads, toes, etc. And 1, 2. Plié, relevé, tombé. 1. open à la seconde, close. It is not in plié second, correct? 1. Greg, you're missing all the fun. The last one opens to plié à la seconde par terre, not to demi-plié in second.
Oh.
Yeah, that is the whole point. Okay. Also, Greg, once again, you're putting more into what it needs to be. We are not closing in fifth in between. Tombe, step back, take it from à la seconde for your next encore.
Okay.
Plié, stretch, take it from tendu à la seconde the next. So you always already start from à la seconde. So then that plié à la seconde par terre may not feel quite so alien in there after your full turn on the or on the down. Okay. Here we go. To the other side, please. And Tombe, step in, stay in tendu. There we go. There is no fifth. Plié, up, plié, stretch. That's all it is. No fifth. That's it. And close. And 1. Now maybe we can cut out all of these fifth positions too. Just point. Go. There we go. Ditto from your plié. Tendu, on the down, open. That's it. Yeah. And relax. Okay, we slowly made it there. Flex and point plié, attitude stretch, fondu to the front, tombe forward, step back. Develop P2 and 3 and 4, coupe, attitude, stretch, close. Flex and point plié, attitude stretch, fondu to the side, tombe, step, develop P, à la seconde and 3 and 4, inside attitude front, 7 and 8. Flex and point plié, attitude and stretch, fondu to the back, tombe, back, step forward, develop P, arabesque and 3 and 4. Let's have an inside coupe balance, 6, 7 and 8. Circular port bras, 2 and 3 and 4. 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. One more attitude balance and that is it. And that is inside back. Flex, point, plié, attitude, fondu. Develop a fairly short attitude balance to the back. Ditto to the back. Ditto to the side. Flex and point, plié, attitude, stretch, fondu, side. Develop inside attitude front. 4 counts. Stutter to the back. Flex, point, plié, attitude, stretch. Develop arabesque. Close inside coupe. Close behind. Circular port bras to the bar. One more coupe balance in attitude back with your inside leg. And that is all it is. And here we go. Tombe forward and step back. Develop. Inside attitude. Just feel it for a second to stretch and close. Start it to the side, flex. And fondu. Tombe, step back. Develop your anus oriented. And inside front and 5. Tombe up and over back, and 1, 2. Inside coupe this time. Squeeze right into your 5th. Circular port over. Coupe plie. Just, Jane, make sure you don't drop your elbow at the end of your balance. All right, here we go. Left side, please. And. Already feel it away from your standing leg. Heels forward when you tombe onto it and when you step back. Careful bottom heel forward bending. Opening and your foot snaking right into your 5th. Circle. Low shoulders throughout. Make sure that bottom heel presses forward. And relax. That was a little bit better. Yeah, Jane, try to feel each time you plie that bottom heel needs to come forward. No matter where it is already. This way you don't have to worry about it when you releve into it. Once it's in releve, it's too late. I mean, yes, one can fudge it, but it's much better to always enforce the turnout a little bit in your plies. Cloches and 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. Grand battement to the front, grand battement to the back, grand battement to the side. Coupe, plie. Here I'm sneaking it in. Close 5th and the cloche and the cloche and the cloche and the cloche. Stretch, close, soutenu. 1 and the 2, 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8, 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, back and the 6 and the 7 and 8, side and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, quick sous plié, ton relevé to the side, close 5th, cloche and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, stretch and 5, close 5th, soutenu, other side. Little surprise attack.
Is it en dedans?
En dehors.
Is it coming from the back?
No, it's coming from the front because you're changing each Alasekon.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yeah. So in this case, for this time, two front, two back, the two Alasekons change fifth, so you can susu, coupe, plie, ton relevé to Alasekon parterre, then close fifth, before your final 5 cloches starting in the front.
Sorry.
Wow.
Loud for Emma.
Wow. Are you sure they're for Emma?
I'm sure.
They should be. They should be for you. Hi, Millie. Okay. Here we go. Starting with our clashes and down. Two side. Susu coupe, go around open side, close your fifth, and the front, and back, and front, and back, and stretch other side, and open. Cloches. Combattements front. Easier touch your coupe twice, once in your prep, and once again. Aha. Yes, and one. And finish. Okay. Let's have a nice stretch before we come to the center. kind of familiar. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8 and the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, pas de basque and the plie coupé, close your fifth and the back and the 2, front and the 2, side and the 2, back and the 2, side and the 2, where am I? Side and the 2, front and the 2, en dedans, close fifth, soutenu to get to the other side. 2 to the front, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, 2 to the front, 2 to the side, 2 to the back. En dehors. Oh, sorry, pas de basque, my bad. Pirouette en dehors. Then we will reverse it on the other side. 2 to the back, 2 to the front, 2 to the side, 2 to the back, 2 to the side, 2 to the front. Pas de basque. Where am I? En dedans stays in front. There we go. And then we can stop before we go to the other side. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So we are returning to the same side where we started, so it does not go right and left immediately. Because we have our pas de basque backwards before we do our en dedans turn.
But I thought if the pas de basque was here,
Yeah, but it doesn't. Yes, the front foot picks up. No. Front foot picks up and stays in the front. So you're going twice toward the same shoulder for your en dehors and for your en dedans. A slight attempt of being nice. Are we good with this?
Okay.
And let's start a little bit further over on this side of your room because our pas de basque travel twice the same way. So you're not running out of room when you do your backward pas de basque. Okay. And here we go. Destination fifth, keep it right between your legs. Front foot goes, 1. And we are done. I appreciate the effort, Craig, but it does not go to the other side if you would have picked up the correct foot for your last en dedans turn. Careful with the autopilot. After your pas de basque, your front foot picks up and closes fifth front again.
Okay.
So you stay on the same side where you finished up after your pas de basque. How about starting this on the other side? Jane, careful with these side arms. Make sure there's enough tension so they don't move because you move them so much. Is that making sense?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they only start moving involuntarily if you don't keep the energy going through them. Okay, here we go. Let's start the center left. A little bit more emphasis on these nice, tight, clean fifth positions. And on the or, what happened to my on the or turn? Oh. Pas de basque. On the down front foot and relax. Alright. Yeah, don't forget half of the combination. The first time around there's an on the or turn after your pas de basque. That is probably why you're getting confused with the on the down turn and the reverse. And Jane, just
okay.
and Jane,
Yes.
just careful we don't change these à la seconde tendus. I think there was
Yeah.
there was one of the, you were now so focused on the arms that that leg just went wherever it was used to. So pas de basque fifth on the or close fifth. And I believe that is your front foot as well. No, it's your back foot. And your back foot stays in the back. So it's completely logical, at least in my head. Then you're reversing the whole thing. You have your pas de basque backward, and your front foot goes into the on the down turn and stays in fifth position front.
Okay.
So it's awkwardly symmetrical. All right, here we go. Yeah, sure. Let's start it on the left, but crack back up maybe a little tiny bit. And give yourself a little bit more room going this way, just because the pas de basque travels twice that way. So maybe one more step toward your right. There we go. And. Pas de basque and pure right on the or back foot. Reverse. And pas de basque back foot. On the down front foot. Close. That's it, right. But try not to stumble out of it. That was the only thing. That was the right idea. Better late than never. Yeah, basically the foot that closes goes into the turn. Out of your pas de basque, the foot that closes fifth goes into the turn. It's your back foot the first time and your front foot the second time when you reverse your pas de basque. All right, one more chance at greatness, starting it one more time on the right side. And once again, give yourself a little bit of room because it travels twice in the same direction. Here we go. Keep these arms nice and long and push down. Backward pas de basque. Front foot, not back foot. Remember, it's the foot
So
that.
you're not reversing. Are you not reversing the pas de basque? Is that what I'm doing wrong?
No, what you're doing wrong is you're picking up the wrong foot for your on the down turn. Everything else was absolutely correct. So, I believe we are here, or in this case, we were there since we're doing the other side. Pas de basque, reverse it. This foot closes, this foot turns, and it stays where it is. Like the first time when you're doing pas de basque, you're doing pas de basque, your back foot closes fifth, your back foot
Right.
pulls up, and your back foot closes. You do it when you reverse. Now it is your front foot. Even so, it is awkward. But never fear, we might just see something like that again fairly soon. Flex, point, plié, attitude, port de bras forward, développer, croiser, close fifth, plié, couper, attitude, relever, tout enlever back. Flex, plié, attitude, point, port de bras, développer à la seconde. Let's have a little, let's have just a passé change. So we can start it here. Flex, point, plié, attitude, up and over back. Let's be in fourth because it's more comfy. Développer, plié, inside attitude, front, to demi plié, to tendu, to plié. Why not? To attitude, to plié, to tendu back, to plié, to attitude, to pas de bruit. Flex, point, plié, stretch. Pull it forward 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Develop here front and the 3 and the 4. Stay where your coupe attitude, relevé to your fourth. Step back and close. Starting you to the side. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. 5 and the 6 and the 7 and the 8. Develop here 2 and the 3 and the 4. Plié, passé, change to come back to where you were. 1 and the 2, plié, attitude, stretch. In fourth, up and over back. Develop your arabesque, 2 and the 3 and the 4. Coupe, careful, attitude, demi-plié. Attitude, let's go, demi-plié, parterre. Tendu, fourth. Attitude, where am I? Attitude, fourth. Step back, fourth. Attitude, plié, pas de bruit. So we're always starting flex, point, plié, attitude, stretch into a port de bras. I'm stealing slightly from the bar there. Développer. Coupe, attitude, relevé the first time to turn the back. Start it to the side en face. Flex, point, plié, attitude, port de bras. Développer à la seconde. It used to be an inside coupe balance on the bar, so now it's just a passé that switches back to the corner where we came from. Then we're starting it to the back, croisé, arabesque, flex, point, plié, attitude, stretch. Port de bras back in fourth position. Inside leg, the other leg, attitude, effacé, landing in plié parterre. Relevé, plié parterre. From there we're going tendu forward, plié fourth. Attitude, corner change to fourth. Step back, fourth. Attitude, corner change to arabesque. And pas de bruit. That should get us to the other side. If we switched our leg with the initial passé. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yeah.
Okay. Développé. Close. Coupé attitude relevé. Tendez back. Flex point. Plié stretch. Port de bras. Développé. Plié passé. Close behind. Flex point. Plié stretch. Up and over, back and forth. Développé. Coupé attitude relevé. Two plié. Tendez. Two fourth. Attitude change. Two fourth. Step back. Attitude change. Plié arabesque and paddle. Okay. And here we go. Try to make it smooth and seamless. Swing it tight fast to the point. Plie up and down. It's not a fondue. Port de bras. Passé change. 1, 2. Plie attitude stretch. Port de bras back. Développé. Close fifth. Effacé attitude relevé to parterre. Tendez to fourth. Relax for a second. Jane, just a little bit more acceleration for your attitude. A little bit more flooring the pedal there. Instead of just letting it roll for about half a mile and driving everybody behind you insane. Right. Yeah, just a little bit more snappy. Your attitude also needs to be a little shorter, remember. Don't make it a demi-arabesque. Correct, the à la séquence set is exactly the same as the previous set. Flex, point, plié, attitude, stretch. Port de bras, développé à la séquence. And an inside passé that comes back to the corner where you were before.
Okay.
There we got a little tiny bit confused. And yes, it could be twice as slow, but I don't think we would appreciate that a lot. So just try to tie these things together. Make sure you separate plié, attitude, effacé, front, and relevé. Now stretch it into plié parterre. Now there's a tendez forward, so your back foot comes down to the floor for your first attitude. Then it is a step back. Your front foot comes down for your second attitude. Just slightly different preparations there and different impetuses, if that is a word at all.
Okay.
And it was somewhat messy showing it, I think, the second time. One arm is up for the first attitude, two arms are up for the second attitude.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Let's give this a try, starting on the other side. And I believe you can turn out in that flex point and push down in your standing leg. On stretch. Please stretch. Melt. Pick yourself up with your fingers, développé. To fifth. Coupé attitude. Tendez. Flex point, plié, stretch, port de bras. Now développé. Passé. Inside effacé attitude. Plié. Tendez. We'll talk about it. let's talk about that sequence once again, shall we? There is no problem with the first one, except plié, attitude, port bras, développé. When you're closing fifth, you already have to change to coupé to make room for that attitude tendu. This is kind of the attitude is speaking at us before we actually use it. Then when we go to the side, the same thing happens. The point, you have your port bras, you have your développé. When you're closing on this corner to change with your passé to close fifth position behind. Now when we go to the back, flex, point, plié, attitude, port bras, développé, it closes with coupé front. We are changing corner again to attitude effacé front. Now you can land it right down there. Here's your temps lié for your first preparation and attitude to fourth. Here's your second preparation with your front foot to land your attitude in arabesque. Is that making a little tiny bit more sense? Oh. Are we good to give this one more go?
Yeah.
Okay. And here we go. Easy plié stretch, port bras. Through your fifth, développé, open to close. And down up, temps lié. Point, heel forward, knee back. Développé. Passé. There we go, and one. In fourth. Straight through attitude to arabesque, close fifth, coupé, effacé front. Temps lié. Plie. Up. Fourth. Step back, heel forward. Careful there. Pas de boring. That's a Jane, much better. And one. Two. Port bras, one. Fingertips, développé. Everything is in circles, close. And one. Passé. Flex point, plié attitude. Effacé attitude front to plié 2. Almost there, yeah. Yeah, quite careful. If you're pushing that hard, you have to commit yourself to that relevé just a little tiny bit longer. That's all there is to it. Just bite right into it. Like a doggy with a chew toy. Oh, right, almost, yeah. And just, yes.
Go ahead.
And just for the record, Craig, it was plié, coupé, effacé, and relevé attitude front. Then stretch it to the floor. It was not a développé to the floor. It was a coupé front to attitude effacé front, like we do coupé attitude back in the beginning. No. Coupé plié, like we did with the attitude before that. Yeah, in the first part we do plié attitude, plié coupé attitude relevé. Guess
Yeah.
what? In the reverse, plié coupé attitude. Now stretch. Yeah.
Oh.
Aha.
Oh, okay.
Aha, because all of that stuff could be a turn. Of course it isn't. Okay.
Alex, I have to run. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday
See
to
you
Emma,
tomorrow.
etc., etc. Have a great party.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
have the right thing for you. Let's go coupe attitude and plié, ton lié, and the fourth. On the down to fifth. Whoa. Balancer, balancer, coupe attitude to ton lié, plié, on the or to your fourth. Coupe attitude, effacé to the floor, ton lié to your fourth. On long. Close fifth. Balancer, balancer, coupe attitude, ton lié. Tendu, plié, pirouettes to fourth. And we'll start it with the tendu croisé back, just to make it even more consistent. We'll start with our left foot and tendu croisé back. So you have to switch from there to your coupe front. Yep. And do me a favor, do the coupe still on your croisé angle and change it with the attitude to get a little bit more of an on the or action. There. Now down to your plié, to your tendu, to your back foot coming down to the floor. For your attitude, keep it 45 degrees this time. No, sorry, on the down from FSC. Close fifth front. Now balance here twice. Sorry with your front foot. Sideways. One more step to the side for a coupe back in plié and attitude croisé back. Attitude relevé. It's the same as we just did in the adagio. We started with coupe attitude front. We'll go back to coupe attitude back after your two balances. Yep, tendu back. Tendu forward. Now you can have your pirouette. On the or. So it's the adagio all over. Are we going to give this a mark?
Okay.
Maybe back up a little tiny bit so I'm not losing your feet. Let's phrase it. Stretch. You should have a little quarter bra. Coupe attitude. Effort. Plie. Long fifth. Balancé 7. 8. Coupe attitude 1. Tendu. Tendu. Pirouette. To your fourth. Stretch. Yeah, that's a little bit better. There we go.
I forgot to do that.
Oh, that's why. That's why it looked like you were hiding your feet. Are you in the first step?
So, I'm here.
Yes, correct.
Coupe
Switch.
here.
Yes, plié par terre. Stretch your front foot. There. Tendu. Fourth. On the down. Fifth. Two balances on 7-8. En face. Sideways.
Starting with this, the front
Yes,
leg.
correct. One more step to the side to switch. Plié attitude. Plié attitude relevé. Tendu back. Tendu forward. It's the same as in the beginning. Plié fourth. On the or pirouette.
I keep thinking it's going to be an attitude.
No. We might have another attitude in the next combination, but right now we don't. So our attitude becomes an on the down, so to speak. And then you have an on the or in the end. One, two, three, four.
4,
On the down 5, 6. Balance 7 and 8.
7, 8.
One more step to the side. Coupe attitude relevé. Tendu back. Tendu forward. Plie pirouettes. Fourth, stretch your back foot. Yes, correct. There's time for a nice port de bras before you go into your next set, I think. Are we good to give this a mark?
Yes.
Balancez, coupé attitude, temps lié, plié fourth, pirouette, land in fourth, stretch your knee, arms go preparation and one. I'm going through first this time. Let's keep it through first, yeah. And I think that was our second mark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It felt awfully familiar, but sometimes that's just the way it goes. All right, here we go. And 5. Balances. There we go. Totally. There you are. Plie. And one. Stretch. Prepare. And one. That FSC arm should go up. That is probably one of the reasons why it feels really awkward. Yeah.
So wait a minute.
Mm-hmm. 1 and 2. Yes. And of course your FSC arm is up in third, not somewhere in first. So you really can feel the opposition between your attitude leg and your arm being up in third.
Okay.
And from there it goes to plié parterre before you temps lié over.
All right.
Okay. Here we go. 2. And down. Temps lié. Plié and heels forward. Yes. Balances. Down, up. Easy one. Yep. Stretch and plie. I know. The devil is in the detail. Sometimes we don't close in fifth. I guess that comes back to my frappe combination. But it closes to go immediately to a different position in plié or coupé or whatever it is, and that is exactly, I think, what is throwing you off.
Yeah, I was never quite sure.
Yeah. So there really is no fifth. It goes from temps du back to coupé FSC front, croisé front, then to have your FSC attitude after that in relevé.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, coupé, and now change to FSC. Yep, you're doing exactly the right thing. Correct. And that places you like nothing. And eventually it can be a single pirouette. It could be a double pirouette that lands on the floor to go on with life. Okay. Here we go. Try to really feel that opposition, fingertips and toes getting to at the same time to the same place. When you do your attitude croisé back, make sure you don't fake that coupé. Feel coupé back. Really feel your feet attached before you go into your attitude. After your balances. Okay. Here we go. And twice. One.
Funny, I'm so uncoordinated with this.
Well, I'm glad. I would be worried if I can't come up with stuff any longer that makes you feel clumsy. Okay,
Um,
here we go. Yes, that's it. Done. Yeah, careful. If the tondu isn't out there, then it makes it even harder.
yeah.
Okay, not bad, Tim. Not bad in all other respects. I guess that whole confusion strategy is working. Here we go. And now. Yep. That's it. Okay.
Oh.
I know. You know that little scheme. Pour the bride 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6. 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4, 5 and the 6 and the 7 and 8. And left. A little cardio to get us all set for this day. Here we go. Easy toes and fingers. Very little elbows. That's more like it. Oh. Make sure you keep breathing. Just toes, easy knees. 1. Finish. Good. Excellent. Very good. Yes, yes, yes. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
And I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.